I'd say most important place to start is with the waterproofs. I've got this very sexy Kaggle jacket, nice pink colour. I got it 2 years ago for my first Glastonbury, and it was, I think it was about £15 or something from Go Outdoors. Another must, festival shorts. These are pretty standard cut-off ones. I got these from Forever 21. When I was in New York, I think they were like $15, so a tenner or something ridiculous. And I wore these pretty much throughout the festival. This is like my favourite vest top in the world. I just love the colour of it. This Topshop one, you have to ignore the tissue paper that I appear to have got on it in the laundry. Really lightweight, fold up really small, you can layer that up. Also recommend taking some t-shirts, because when you're going in and out of the festival, you've got your heavy rucksack on your shoulders and it does tend to rub if you've got a vest top on, so try and wear something that covers up your shoulders a little bit so you don't have that kind of friction. I got this from H&M maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and it's just kind of a standard festival t-shirt for me. One dress, I bought it in Primark the day before we left. So I mentioned it in my Primark haul vlog that I made. Really vintagey. It was only £9, so I didn't mind if it got ruined, but it didn't, it was fine. I did wear it on a particularly muddy day with black tights and cardigan over the top. I would recommend dresses if you're a dress lover. They don't take up too much room. Long socks, long thick socks to wear with your wellies, because when you're bare-legged you can get the rub from the wellies on your calves. So try and get a pair of socks that goes over the top of the welly. These are my ski socks actually. I bought them from Snow and Rock last year. I think it was like £6 for 2 pairs, something in the sale. And make sure you take at least 2 extra pairs of socks, because if they get wet or you lose your boot and it goes in the mud, it's really nice to just have some warm, clean socks that aren't wet and cold. Hoodie. I've got my university dance club hoodie. It's kind of nice if you do wear, you know, a hoodie which kind of connects you with something, and then you see other people wearing it. So if you went to uni, your university hoodie or something like that. I just think you can't go wrong with taking a hoodie. I just took my standard Zara blue jeans, which I've had for probably about 4 years now, and I'm not too bothered about them. They're not really skinny, they're just kind of comfy skinny. Also took a poncho from ASOS. Kind of looks like this folded up, and it's quite a lot of fabric. It's a bit like a blanket. And it's got a little opening so you can put it around your neck and you look awesomely cool basically, and it works great as a blanket. And when you're sat at camp and you're cold and you just want something snuggly, it's ideal. I think this was about £30 from ASOS, and it's different on the inside, so you can it's reversible. I saw another girl walking around with hers when it was like 30 degrees, and I think she was just posing with it. Also took a scarf, because scarves just come in handy at all times, you know, when you're cold, when you need a cover up, if you want like some kind of boob tube top. I have bad circulation in my hands, so I wear gloves pretty much all year round. So I took 2 pairs of gloves with me because I thought I might lose a pair. 2 pairs of gloves, yes, to a festival in June. Still is a small kind of shoulder bag. I got this one from Primark 2 years ago. I think it was like £4 or something. It's really just a good size, and it's got these magnetic clips. And it is quite important to have it so it can be sealed, because you're jumping around in a crowd. This one has a clip just there, which is also handy. Have a like tatty little wallet as well. Don't take your fancy Christmas present or anything. I got this free with a magazine like when I was like 13, and it's just so easy. And I actually lost this at Glastonbury 2 years ago, and someone handed it in, which was lovely of them. Fancy dress, Now, festivals are a time where you can completely be yourself, chill out, embrace your alter ego. So at university I used to be a real fancy dress fiend, and whenever there was an occasion I would be onto my fancy dress. So I've still got a bit saved up from that. First up is my fairy costume, which I made for my fairy fancy dress party. Yes, I had a fairy fancy dress party when I was 22. No harm in that. And it's actually a girl's 11 to 14 fairy outfit, and I sewed on all of these flowers, which I bought from like a cheap store which was selling fake flowers, and comes with a little tutu on it, but the tutu part was a little bit lame, so I made a tutu. This is my tutu, and it goes on like that, ties up at the back, and that's my fairy tutu. Kind of have to brush it through because all the pieces get knotted up when they're packed away, but I've got an underskirt on the dress, so this kind of goes over the top. Ended up wearing my Wonder Woman costume, which you can check out on my blog. I put a picture up on there. I do like being Wonder Woman because I feel like she's a empowering female for us ladies. So I bought this costume for snow bombing festival in Austria last year, and it comes with all kinds of paraphernalia with it. This is her gold belt, and this is my lovely red cape, which is a little bit crinkled at the moment. And it also comes with a really awesome headband, which I might just have to wear for the rest of the video. So little flat shoes in case the weather was nice, and kind of for scampering around your camp when you don't want to have to put your wellies on. So if you got any festival bands, you might as well stick them on because you're going to be getting another one. This year's Glastonbury one was this kind of awesome bright coloured patterned one, and they glow in the dark, which is a new thing since my last one in 2009. And those with some bracelets that I bought from Primark, and I think these are from Accessorize, these beaded ones. I'd also recommend you taking some sunglasses, just cheapo ones that you don't care about, because they could get lost, crushed, stepped on, lost in mud, etc. Fall down toilet, potentially. I bought these, £2 from Primark. I'm quite impressed they lasted the festival. Basically, try to get a hat and sunglasses before you go, because they are a bit of a massive rip-off once you get there. Don't pay more than £5 for sunglasses, don't pay more than £8 for a hat. That's what I paid for my hat, which I left gutted. So please let me know if I've missed anything off the list, if you think there's anything I need to add to my personal list. If there's anything else you'd like to see? Like to see the rest of my fancy dress collection perhaps? Got too serious. Alright, I'm losing the plot a little bit, so see ya!